is our camp spot after flying into Paull Lake. We went through quite a lot of rain to get here, and so everybody's kind of drying their stuff out. Tents are put up, and we're thinking about supper. It's about almost 8 o'clock, 5 to 8 or so. The rain has stopped, and we are hoping it holds off for a little while, but we do have a tarp up that we can probably hang under if it does start up, and go on from there. So our evening is on its way, and I suspect it'll be an early evening. So as the sun's coming down, we are just getting to, everything's organized. We got a supper coming, and the rain has stopped but keeps kind of drizzling here and there. But so far it's been actually a much better night than I was expecting. We'll see what the whole evening and night kind of happens with the rain. We are just about 9:38 and we're just heading out. And we are heading off that way and around to the right. Rain kind of is fitful this morning, but more drizzle than rain, so we're still doing okay. It's almost 9 o'clock now, and we have finished supper. We're getting close to finishing our dishes. And we're sitting here in this spot just after Tuck Falls. I never got a photo of or a video of Tuck Falls because I had battery issues where I ran out of power. But in the end, this was actually a really nice spot, kind of at this bend in the river here. Tonight we had steak, and we came in a little later. I think they said we went 32 kilometers today. That's a little bit crazy to me, but we did have the wind going with us, so I think we made a really good time. And tomorrow, I guess we'll figure out where we're going to make it to. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I just woke up and got up about half hour ago. Packed a couple of things up in my tent and then came on out and just sitting here waiting for the day to start and everybody to get out. But it's just kind of nice to sit here in the peace and quiet. So a little after 10, and we've loaded up. A little drizzly this morning, and we're off. Now this is the bottom of the gorge. We just walked the trail. It's kind of wet and you have to jump over a bunch of stuff, but supposedly there's some good fishing in this bay. I could probably imagine so. here on Macintosh Lake. This is an island that's not too far from where we get into the lake. It actually looks really nice, and this of course should be fairly well traveled, with this being a fishing lake and fairly easy access to some of the folks who come through this way. Lots of tent spots over there. We're setting our kitchen up soon here, and we landed over there. I'm not quite sure which the route is tomorrow. I suspect kind of off that way somewhere, but I guess we'll see. Tonight will be quick fish tacos, hopefully, and I think I might have to put my bathing suit on and go for a little bit of a swim. It was a little rainy for a lot of the morning, but then got nice and hot and sunny. Anyways, we'll talk to you later. So it's about 10:30 and we are off and paddling. We're heading off that way somewhere. When these islands give us some defined shape, then we'll know exactly, but this is the general way. You see Nina and Alec over here and Crazy Eddie. And then we see Scott, or Colin and Jeff over in this one, and it's looking like a fine day so far. Biodegradable soap. This is Macintosh Lake, and we've come to this beach. Water's a little high, so the beach is a little less, but time for a swim. The aftermath after a swim, warming up. The sun's finally come out now that we're almost dry, but it's looking beautiful. Lunchtime on the Macintosh. We found this place, a little sunny, a little bit out of the wind. The wind's a bit of a chill to it still, but we're slowly making our way down this way. Figure out if we want to portage or head around the point later on. This is the run out from Moose Rapids. On the other side of that island is actually Rooster Tail Rapids. I've been there a few times. I've never seen it from this side though. Heading through that gap there, we should be now straight on the Churchill all the way to Missinipe. This was the portage. It was one that was used by outfitters on the other side in Macintosh Lake. From here on in, it's a relatively well-known and well-traveled trail. It's 10 after 3 and we've come across to our camp spot for today, so it'll be kind of an early day of paddling. Across there, this is Trout Rapids. Across there is the portage, and they've got a pretty nice camp spot there, but I understand there's some bear troubles. This is a rapid you don't want to run. Generally, I think there's some issues with undercuts earlier in the rapid that kind of kill boats or something. But so we went here, and we actually came from the other side of the island and ran those set of rapids, and so it was all right. We took a little bit of water, Spurgeon and I, because I didn't get a right line, but we survived and we're good. This is a nice camp spot. You can see they've got a nice little amphitheater here for to hold nightly court, and just a few different interesting tent spots around here, so should be a good night. Just cruising down the Churchill. They're trying to do a little surfing up there. I'm not sure how successful. They look like they're getting some surfing success. Little snooze time. And then we're just making our slow way down this channel. It's a little after 5 and we've arrived at the campground above Sluice Rapids, and the way in was quite calm and it was just a beautiful paddle. We've gotten here and it looks like there's a fair amount of destruction from that wind from last year. People are still using this place, so they do have a bit of a fireplace and a kitchen. I've already pitched my tent. You can see it in the bushes over there, and people are just right now setting their tents up and just getting things going. But this is the campground, and I guess we'll make do as best as we can. You can see my tent over there. This would be, I guess, the back way in, but I have a front way in that I guess I'll just continue to use. So it's supper time. It's almost 7 o'clock and we have tacos.
Yeah, fingers and toes and noses. Yeah. But it was a matter of time before somebody died. Yep.
It's around 9 o'clock now, and we are getting ready for the campfire games. Colin is carving us up the campfire stick. Yep. And but actually the big news is this beautiful sunset, which is happening right now. That sun is a great big fireball that's just halfway down and kind of occluded by some clouds, with just this fantastic looking lake. So this is northern Saskatchewan at its best. After running Chicken Oak Creek on Donaldson, we've now come here to the bottom of Sluice Portage, and there's Sluice Falls. This year it's a bit on the high side, so we don't have a lot of beach left. Last time I was here, we were beach out to almost to the end of that rock out there. Very wavy, very high water, so you see a lot of stuff coming off of that shelf. It's about 1:40 and we have just finished our lunch. There's the main campground at Barker Island. I believe we're running Murray, but people want to do Mosquito. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll find out. So this is the last night on the trip. We are actually camped on a peninsula on Paull Lake. We got in a little after 3, maybe 3:30ish or so, and had a little swim. This is the campsite, and so since it's so close to Missinipe, it's got a few things here. There's my tent over there. We're just kind of finalizing our tent setups, and are going to probably get on with camp life. So 6:45 on the last day on our canoe trip. This is Otter Lake, and first thing in the morning, we've already got coffee started, and we are hoping to get out, load up, have breakfast, load up, and be out by 9. I think this is the campground. They call it the teachers, sort of the school campground, and it's kind of just maybe 4 kilometers away from Missinipe, just around the corner to the left is where Missinipe is. I think this is where school trips will come a lot of times when they travel up here, stop here, stay a night, and then continue, or finish here, stay a night, and then travel home. So anyways, that's this looks like it's pretty much the trip.